Hey everybody, it's Freya and Charlie and welcome to our channel. Today we're cooking up a simple but totally delicious aubergine korma.
So I know that we always say that you're going to love this recipe, but we really do mean it. We think you guys are going to love this one. And one of the reasons is because it is a one-pot dish.
Loving me a one-pot dish.
Yeah, I know. Everyone loves a one-pot dish, right? They're so easy and simple. You just chuck everything in together and they basically cook themselves. This recipe is very budget-friendly too, which we love.
Look after the pennies and the pounds look after themselves.
Right.
Not only is it budget and one pot and all of that great stuff, but it's also well tasty. It is nutty and creamy and a little bit sweet, and it's not too spicy, so it's perfect for the whole family.
And our star ingredient is the aubergine. Bloody love aubergine, I could eat this every day. Or eggplant if you're in America. If you guys aren't into aubergine/eggplant, then don't worry, we have some great suggestions of things that you could swap out for aubergine, and we will share them with you later on in the video.
But for now, let's get cooking.
So the first thing that we are going to do is make our spice mix, and the key ingredient for this vegan aubergine korma is the ground almonds. That's what gives it the lovely nutty flavour. And then we're also going to add in a bunch of spices. We have got some turmeric, some cardamom, some cumin, lots of other lovely spices in there. And then we're going to add in some ginger, garlic, tomato paste and mix it all together. It's going to be delicious and it's going to go all over our lovely aubergine chunks.
For the spice mix, you'll need 4 tablespoons of ground almonds, 1 tablespoon of garam masala, half a teaspoon of turmeric, 1 teaspoon of cumin, half a teaspoon of ground coriander, 1 teaspoon of cardamom, 1 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of pepper, 1 tablespoon of grated ginger, 2 tablespoons of tomato puree, and 2 cloves of garlic, either minced or finely chopped, up to you. If you can't remember all of that, don't worry, the full recipe will be down in the description anyway. You could even make this spice paste up in advance and keep it in the fridge to save time. It should last a week in an airtight container.
So that is everything for our spice mix. We're now just going to leave this to one side and we are going to get started chopping up our aubergine.
Our recipe uses 2 regular aubergines and we cut them into slightly larger than bite-sized pieces because they will shrink a little bit as they're cooked. However, if you're short on time and need a little time-saving tip, cut them slightly smaller and they will cook a little bit faster.
I've now got myself a big old mixing bowl and I'm going to go straight in with my aubergine and then we're going to add our spice mix that we made earlier.
Also add in the dairy-free vegan yogurt. If you're curious, we've used Alpro plain no sugars. It works well as it's not too thick, it doesn't have any added sugar or much of a flavour to it. If you can only find a sweetened yogurt, add less sugar to the recipe later on. Simply mix everything together until it's all evenly covered in a nice yogurty spice paste.
So we have just finished mixing up our aubergine. I did use a big spoon, but it probably would have been easier if I just used my hands, but I didn't really fancy getting super messy today, so I went with a spoon. And we are now just going to leave this to one side and it's going to let all those lovely spices and that dairy-free yogurt just infuse into the aubergine. It's going to be super tasty and we are going to get started cooking up our onions. This beautiful aubergine really is the star of our show. Oh, I can't wait to eat this. It's got all those lovely spices we put on it earlier, and we're now going to add it straight into our pan with our onions.
Add in the vegan cream. We're using Alpro single soya cream. Promise we're not sponsored by Alpro. Any dairy-free cream should work. Once the cream is all mixed together, add in your veg stock and 4 tablespoons of sugar. Remember, if you've used a sweetened yogurt, use less sugar.
just going to let this bubble away in this one pot. It's super simple, and we're basically just going to wait until the aubergine is nice and soft and tender and that this lovely sauce has reduced down.
We've served up our vegan aubergine korma simply with basmati rice and topped it with fresh coriander and almond flakes. Delicious.
Cheers. Alright, let's give this bad boy a taste test. That aubergine has gone so tender and delicious. Oh, yes. Yeah?
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 It's honestly so good. You can really taste that almond coming through.
The nuttiness. Who needs to go takeout when you got this? You can make this at home so easily.
It is perfect comfort food.
A little bit more sauce.
And if you like curries but you don't like spicy food, this is the ideal dish.
Yeah.
It's very fragrant and sweet.
It's proper aromatic.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. We've done it again.
10 out of 10, we've done it again. Maybe that should be our catchphrase. Freya and Charlotte, 10 out of 10, we've done it again. So you guys may remember that we said earlier in the video that we would give you some of our favourite suggestions of swaps for the aubergine if you guys aren't a fan of aubergines. And I think one of our favourites has probably got to be mushrooms.
Gotta love a mushroom.
Yeah, and I think we would say definitely try, if you can find them, oyster mushrooms, because they have a really lovely meaty texture which works great in this kind of dish.
If you can't get those sort of more specialty oyster mushrooms, then just any large flat mushroom like a portobello or well, a large flat mushroom would be perfect too.
Definitely. Then if you're looking for something a little bit more protein heavy, tofu would work really well, or if you feel like it, you could go down to your local supermarket and pick out a vegan chicken alternative. Then if you are looking for something a little bit more simple and affordable, then a can of chickpeas can do wonders in dishes like this.
Actually, if you like the idea of chickpeas, we do have another really good, simple, delicious curry recipe. That's our chickpea curry, one pot chickpea curry that you can find on our channel. So go and watch that.
Definitely. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. We really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then don't forget to give this video a like.
Yes, hit that thumbs up button. It would really mean a lot to us. And we'll see you in our next video.
Bye.